Hello all! In today's video, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be a pretty hard one for me to do, is navigating through Shattering of Row. A couple of days been out for the expansion, so we're gonna take a look at how to get to quest NPCs and going through some of the zones, and hopefully not dying too much. I will keep the deaths in the video just to show the um, what can happen, and I'm sure quite a few people have been experiencing it already. Alright, anyway, might be a longish video, so let's just do this real quickly. When you zone in, first zone is Scarred Grove. This is like the version of Plane of Growth. The entrance to this is in Awakening Lands. You can also change Guildhall Portal to here. This is the entry zone. And also there's the table that you get with the premium expansion packs. So you zone in. You are given choices. Good side or bad side. If your character is an evil, you're a little bit more aligned to the evil side. If you're good, you're a little bit more aligned to the good side. Does it matter? Absolutely not. It does not matter at all. There's only matters for this zone, for which quest you do. Does not have impact on rating, does not have impact in questing. It does absolutely nothing past this zone. So if you happen to group with friends and some of them are good, some of them are evil, flipping factions is extremely easy. Do not stress over it. It's not a time sink at all. How do you flip factions? Basically, you kill stuff. If you want to be evil, you kill the good guys. If you want to be good, you kill the bad guys. And how do you know which is which? They did something, I don't know when they added it, but it's pretty cool. If you con them, and you see how here it says a warmonger regards you indifferently. If you click it, it actually shows you the faction. So this is the Burning Host faction, and if you kill this one, you will gain the good guy side and lose the bad guy side, and vice versa. If you see a neutral mob, let me see if I can find one. This thing here, and when you con it, it doesn't show you anything. So the quest lines are linear. If you choose the good side, you gotta do the good camp here with Grosbeaker Lidoria, which is all in the north side, and if you do bad guy quest, evil side, it's all on the south side. And just follow it, rinse, repeat, go through it, go through it, go through it, and there you go. That's for this zone. Fairly straightforward. You do get a AA, special AA, to deal with the storms. If you go down here, Wild Magic, I'm going to be honest, I'm not quite sure what it does yet. And I obviously don't have them all unlocked yet, so that will probably be a video in itself. Alright, so where to go for next zone? What you do not need to complete the quest to do the next zone, which is Candlemaker, and you just go simply east here. Be mindful, there is a see and vis column here, a name placeholder. So likely I'm going to be going in and fading over him or running real past him real quickly. When I zone, I'll just pause the video just to save a little bit of time. This is the golem that sees invis. See, I'm double invis and it sees me, so just going to run past it. Make sure you do download the maps. I'll put a link in the description for Goods Maps. He did one December 1st. This is the latest update, I think. And over here is the zone line. So we're going to zone to the Candlemaker. Alright, pause the video. Okay, this one is pretty easy to navigate. Nothing special here. This is probably going to be the zone that most people chill and just grind and do XP at. All the quest givers and everything is in the southwest corner. Also, zone line to the next one is in the southwest corner. Just one thing quick notable, let me run through there, is going to the center area here. This dabs in center is going to be the candle dudes, the wax candle things. These guys, these drop crystals. Not too common. All the drop rates with all the trade skill stuff, or anything actually for that matter, is pretty poor this expansion. Again, don't fret. This is early in the expansion. They do changes with feedback and such. Believe it or not, they do. So I hopefully they will change a few things. But drop rates of trade skill drops is not great, and killing the wax guys and the slugs do drop the crystals needed for your mask and all the augs and pretty much everything that's needed. This zone, I would say, is probably the most important zone to do questing in if you're just starting out. It gains access to Arcstone. So get the quest in here. Start the partisan quest. I told people do this first, and this is the mercenary quest. So mercenaries are all straight kills. Once you do the third partisan, this door, you're able to open it. I'm told there's different ways to get in or something. I'm not sure, but this is the way you zone in. Alright, pausing the video. Okay, one important thing I didn't mention before is when you're zoning here from Candle, make sure you're in Viz. There's this little bastard Drake. It's really freaking hard. And sometimes he's right at zone line, like literally right in the tunnel. In beta was a problem. As soon as you zone in, you get destroyed. But trust me, make sure you have invis. Alright, navigating this zone. How can I phrase this? Like, it's not good. Not good at all. It's really, 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 really bad. Alright, when you zone in, first thing in here is going to be mercenary guy. You can get that. Do not go in these little cloud thingies. They do break invis. That's the wild magic thing that we were talking about. You could swing around them. The first partisan NPC is here. And to my knowledge, every quest is linear. So each zone you gotta start a quest line and then do the second one and third one before you do it. I didn't do it all. I only did the first two zones so far. My focus on the expansion was missions and learning those first. But I'll do quest zone mission videos later on. Anyway, this is the first one here. So let's look at this one. This zone here is basically a bunch of different islands, and to access each island is slightly different. Quest NPCs is the zone in where we saw where the first mercenary is. This is the first partisan. Black J is the mission raid giver, and that's fairly easy. Just go straight, and here, this part here is the waterfalls, which is not great. None of these zones are going to be good for autofollow. Let's just take that off the table. None of the zones are good for autofollow. This part here is the vines, which is pretty easy, and this part here is just a narrow path, which is okay, and then the other one is just a narrow path, which is okay. The hardest part of navigating this zone is going to be the possible sea and Viz, as well as the waterfall part, which is not good, and we're going to do this right now. I like to get up high on these rocks, just to avoid mobs. So looking down here, right where my cursor is right now, that's where Black J is. We're not going to go down there because we would have to swim up these waterfalls, and we're going to try and avoid swimming up as many waterfalls as we can. So basically, you got to swim up. If you're looking at my screen right now, swim up with this mouse here, then swim up this waterfall, and then swim up this waterfall, and then swim up that waterfall. If you fall off the island, you go into Freeport. So that's not good. So levitate is a must. Now, very important thing, if you play in this view that I'm currently playing at, you need to hold page up a few seconds, otherwise you'll start sinking when you run. Let me show you real quickly. Like, see how I'm going straight and not really sinking? That's good. Some people with this, if you hold page down on your keyboard, when you run forward, you're going to drop. So like, for example, right now I'm moving forward. See how I'm dropping? Because I hit page down, and that's not going to do you good. And navigating the zone, you do not want to drop as you run across these things to try and avoid mobs. So again, page up so that you don't float down. Basically, if you're in first person, page up makes you look up, page down makes you look down. So that's the floating purposes. Alright, anyway. Well, let's see if I don't die. Lots of mage are being parked. Mage alts boxes are being parked to call across the zone. So ideally here we want to make it to this one here, which we do. And if any users, any players know a better way to swim up things, I'm all ears, because basically the only way I know to swim up things is first person. So I zoom in and rotate, and while going up. Again, if you go out of this water tube and you could zone to Freeport, the zone line is not directly below us. It's sometimes in the middle of the air. It's the worst thing ever. And then I zoom out at the top just to gain my bearings. This is straight up. Success! So Frona V is on this island here. She's needed for quests later on. I'm just basically floating through. As you can see, nothing here is user-friendly for autofollow. These are the fine tubes. Basically, just go through these. This is pretty easy. Alright, this island here is a Partisan 2 quest NPC. So I didn't see anything that sees invis here, but then again, I just ran across really quick as I can. I wasn't really stopping to smell the roses, so to speak. But this is island where Partisan 2 is once you do it. And then the next one is the little narrow pass. This makes Stratos look awesome, this zone. This zone is, I'm not a huge fan. I think it's going to cause a lot of the hey, you get lost walking in the tunnel type people, a lot of hardship. Okay, so this is this island. This island here, I would say, is the most important island. Reason why is the mass giver NPC. So you look in the map, it's over here. Oh shit. Over here. So what I would suggest is, when you start the expansion, should be the most important route, and it's what I did. Do Candle Partisans to gain access here, run here, get the quest as early as you can, which is 126 or whatever it is I was when I did it. Get the thing, get the quest, do the first quest to get the mask, because as you do all the quest zones, everything, you want to start evolving your mask. The first step is to kill things quite close to the NPC. And it's the Skrikens. So you just kill them till you get the bloods. The bloods, as I mentioned earlier, drop rates suck. It's really bad. It takes quite a few kills. I think it was like over 20 kills for us to get one blood, and you need 4 bloods for each person. So there's that. I'm not going to go there, but the third island is just directly southeast. Nothing dangerous about it. Always avoid the clouds. And that's how you zone into this zone. So, alright, gonna pause the video as we zone into Relic. Okay, before I get into this one, bind spot. There's no great spot to bind in this expansion so far. Will it change? It could. Hopefully something will, but every zone is linear access, so you have to go to one to get to the other, There's no like crisscrossing, no shortcuts or anything like that. So where did I bind my tunes in its current state? It's going to be in Freeport. I have Fancy loaded over here. When you are in these zones, whether it be Arcstone or Relic, and you fall down, and you will fall down, take my word for it, you're going to want to, and this is where you fall down, you're going to want to zone to West Freeport. So, uh, not a fan of the new Freeports. I'm sure many people are either. So, you're going to want to go to West Freeport. You're literally put on the opposite side of the zone where you need to go. Follow the map, and we're going to go there. My concern this expansion is basically how am I going to be helping people? Some of the zones are going to be extremely difficult for people to do, I think. Just because it's navigating through there with the combination of things that see through double invis and some of the quests are crossing these locations. It's a little bit hard. Alright, pause the video real quick. Okay, so where we want to go is the Arcstone zone from the original Arcstone. So it's in the mage area, basically the big circle. So when you zone in from where you're at, you just go west, and you're going to make this first south turn, left turn, into this area, mage tower. You're going to go in. You're going to go to this little circle pad that ports you up. And once you go up, you go forward, and you're going to go to this little spire thingy all the way to the top. Very important to note is that this axis, excuse me, access to Arcstone is only available after you do Candle. I don't know what's up with my settings, but on my other machines, you could see the aura. It's like literally, it's like this little purple thing. But here on the main machine, I must have turned something off. But you want to bind here, especially if you're a wizard or a druid to port your group. Assuming you have Candlemaker done, you click the purple thing. It just, you gotta take my word for it, it's here. And I just clicked it, and you'll see I am zoning into Candle. I did not invis her, so I hope Fancy doesn't die. But this is going to be the best place to bind. So if you fall off the island while you're doing quests or something, just use a gate potion or gate yourself, and you're back to the starting point of Arcstone. And if you fall in Relic, you still gotta run through Arcstone again, but this is what it is. So it's the quickest way to access the expansion. Otherwise, you would have to go through Scarred and then Candle to get back here. So Freeport, to me, at the moment, seems to be the best bind spot. Alright, I apologize for that. Let's get back to here. Alright, so we are in Relic, Zone 4 of this expansion. How to get to quest NPCs. Be mindful there is a roamer right at Zone in, so don't AFK. You definitely want Invis. And the first NPC is the mercenary guy, which is right over here. Get all three, you're good. The partisan guy is up top, and I'll show you how to get there. And the mission giver is on this floor, but all the way on the northeast side. This zone has lots of C and Viz. I did load my DA up. We will also pop a mark in case we have the oh shit moments. We'll put on passive so he doesn't heal us right away and get murdered. So when you're here, you want to make sure you click the height filter first, because this looks like you can't read it. Alright, you want this, and look at the map. We're gonna follow this path here, go through to here, go through, and you see these little holes. You definitely could fall. So make sure you have levitate. I'm gonna go through here, go here, go here, and go basically go northeast-ish. We're gonna stop by the mission giver just to show you where it is, and then we're gonna go east here, go here, go here, go here to the port up, and hopefully not die in the process. So here we go. You can follow the map or watch me do it. There's a C and Viz right there, the crazed spirit light, which is a very bad person. He aggroed me. I'm gonna fade it real quick. And we're gonna go, 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 go. This is the mission giver raid giver, so when raids come out, this is where everyone needs to meet to drop the banner. Good spot for mage box pet to call people. Alright. Oh shit, see invis. Oh, we're just gonna float over it. Again, make sure page up is there. Hey, there's a group here. You're gonna go here, click it up. Alright, so we need to go towards the zone line right here, which is southwest. I like to just float up as high as I can and then haul ass there. So we're just gonna go up. Any path up is fine. We're gonna go cut across. I think this path goes up higher. So careful of the little wisp thingies, because all those see invis, they're little nasty bastards. You can fall there right now here, and you could fall there, so careful. All these little cracks you could fall in, so careful. Again, you could fall there. And here we go. This is the partisan dude. You gotta do them. And off to the next zone. Mage bot here. Extremely important. So you have one at the mask guy, one in this zone here at the mission giver, and then one here at this zone line is the third one that you want to have. Hopefully they sell like a 6-pack of mage personas at a discount or something, because you definitely want that here. So on to Vortex, next zone. This zone was not bad to move around in. I have no real complaints about this one. There weren't many things that see invis, all the stuff. Quest givers are pretty local. You don't need to run far for them. And yeah, let's pull that up. Both of them are pretty much right at zone in, so there's that, which is good. When you zone in and you want to find a zone line to the next zone, which is Labyrinth of Spite, you actually get a path. And with Invis, it was fairly safe. Again, height filter's not a good thing here. When you're following the path, just make sure you avoid any storm cloud things that you happen to see. The path doesn't take you there directly. It's not very nice. It steers you off a little bit, but it gives you a general idea of where to go, which direction, which is fine. And there you go. This one, again, no issues with this zone as far as hardship or anything. This little purple aura thing, you click it. And you're into the last zone. Last zone is a little confusing. Different levels, see invis, things like that. People will die if you get lost, so always stay with your group. And fortunately, the mission and raid giver is right at zone in. But as you can see here, the quest NPCs and everything is all over. All over, so you're going to need to navigate that. This zone wasn't too bad. One thing before I let you guys go is if you go into options, Alt-O display, advance, allow 2.0 pixel shaders. As you see, like the screen changes. Some zones you want it on, some zones you want it off. For example, this zone you want it on. In what was it, Arcstone, you probably want it off. So depending on how well the zone, like how well you see, just test it out. If you're struggling to find collects, or something like that, toggling this on and off might make a difference for you. Certainly it will in raids when we start doing raids and I do a review of those. Some raids I tell people to turn it on, some raids I tell people to turn it off. But anyway, that's it for this video. This is navigating Shattering of Row. I did not die. Trust me when I say this, I have died many times. So if you die and fall, it's it will happen. Don't get too frustrated, but this is how you could do it. Obviously I'm a bard, it makes life a little bit easier. A little, obviously way more riskier if you're not a bard, so, but still doable. I did aggro only a couple of times, so everyone that has a fade should be reasonable as people do it, but not the greatest experience. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna try butter it. Arcstone and Relic are not fun to run through, and we will put mage bots for people to access for sure. Alright, good luck guys, and again, I love the comments. Keep the conversation going, and I appreciate you guys for all the nice words and the support you guys give me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.